Hey guys, I am going to walk you through your assignments for Friday. So Friday is going to be a little different now than normal. Starting next week, we are going to be taking grades from your assignments. And your saving grace is Friday. So I'm going to walk you through what this is going to look like. Tomorrow is just a trial run. And then if things need to be tweaked, we can tweak them for next week. But this is how we think we're going to do it. We're going to take some grades throughout the week. And your opportunity to get the highest grade possible is going to come on Fridays. My goal is to have all of your stuff graded by Friday. So 8 o'clock Friday, when you log in, all of your things should have a grade. And then you're going to complete your reflection. But your reflection is going to be done a little differently than normal. So I kind of want to talk you through it really quickly. So when you go to your digital learning days, you're going to start by going to Friday. This right here, this thing that you've seen all week long is going to be the template that we use. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So day 15 is still hidden for you right now. Actually, I guess it should be up if you've clicked on this so far. So when you go to day 15 and you go to content review, help and reflection, this is what you're going to see. This video, obviously, you have probably already clicked on it. It's going to be up here at the top. It's not there yet because I'm recording it right now. If you want extra help, tomorrow at 10 o'clock, I'll be doing a help session on Google Meets. I'll post the link right here, as well as posting it on the announcement screen. If you're starting to do this and you're really confused and you don't understand it, join us at 10 o'clock. If you're having technical difficulties and you need me to help walk you through something, join us at 10 o'clock. If you have a question about content, maybe you're really stuck on that economy thing, you got some feedback and you don't know how to answer it, join us at 10 o'clock, okay? Fridays are also a great day for some extra practice. So in this section right here, it says want some extra practice. Here's some things you can do. Those are all listed for you. There's a fun fraction Jeopardy in there. And then finally, what I'm checking is over here in this third column. It says 3, 2, 1 Friday reflection. So let me show you what that looks like. So what you're going to do first is you're going to follow these directions. I know they're already in here, but I'm going to walk you through them so that you see it. You're going to click on the link to make a copy of this week's reflection. The link is in Google. So it's going to pop up for you right here. It should ask you to make a copy. I own it, so it's not asking me to make a copy. But when you click on the link, it'll say make a copy, and you'll say yes. Okay. The first thing you're going to do is type your name in here. So if I'm typing my name in, I'm just going to backspace what's already here. Whoop, my computer is running a little slow. So my name is Jordan Myers. Okay. And then what it wants you to do is it wants you to go in and get your scores for everything. One thing you might want to do is to open this, view the content in a new window. It's just going to move this out of the way so that you can go back and look at your scores. So if you click that 3, 2, 1 Friday reflection, click it again, it's going to come up right here. This way you'll have 2 e-class pages, okay? So you'll have this one in one tab and the other in another. Now, say you're not really comfortable going back and forth between screens, that's okay. The other thing that you can do is you can print this out and do it on paper first and then go back and type it in, okay? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go through each day and find your score. So let's go to the entrepreneur discussion first. So if I'm going to discussions, I'm going to find the entrepreneur discussion. You can either go straight to discussions or you can go back to that DLD button and go to Monday, okay? So I'm going to find entrepreneur, okay? I'm going to wait for it to load. All right, so I am going to use Kaylee's as an example just because hers is first. So if I click on Kaylee's, notice it says last post by Jordan Myers. That means I've left feedback, okay? So Kaylee had a really great idea for her business. Her business was going to sell medical supplies. So I left her some feedback. I did give her 5 stars. This is where you want to look right here. If all 5 of them are blue, that means your score is 100%. But you need to see if I've left you feedback, because like Kaylee, she's going to have a question that she needs to answer for me. So down here, I asked her, I said I might suggest doing some research on how much some supplies like the ones you would be selling cost. Do you think your prices are too low compared to everyone else? How do they compare? So Kaylee's going to need to use that feedback and respond just by clicking this reply button to my question, okay? But she had 5 stars, so what she's going to do is she's going to go back to her Google Doc, and she's going to type in 100%, okay? Then you're going to do the same thing for the quizzes. Now, the quizzes look different for you than they do for me. So I can't show you what that looks like. But say you go back to your adding and subtracting decimals quiz. Maybe say you got an 89%, okay? You're going to do this for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Monday. If you don't have me for math under how did you do, just write not in your math class, or I did great, but I'm not in your class, right? So something. Then what you're going to do after you've done all your scores, so let's make these up. Let's say I got on the discussion board, it had 5, I got 4 out of 5 stars. So now I got an 80%. Whoop, sorry. On this discussion board, we'll say I got an 80. Okay. And then the Beatrice's goat discussion, ooh, maybe I really struggled with some of those economic concepts, so I got a 60. And then on the learned behaviors and inherited traits, oh man, I'm awesome at science. So I got 100 on that one, okay? So let's say you've got all of your scores in. Once you've done that, then you're gonna come down here and you're gonna answer these questions. What's something that challenged you this week? Well, if I'm looking at my scores and I got a 60 on Beatrice's goat budgeting vocabulary in the discussion, then I'm gonna talk about here in 2 or more sentences, they all must be in complete sentences. Okay, what challenged me this week? Well, I really struggled to understand the difference between fixed rates and variable rates. You're just gonna explain something that challenged you this week. Then what did you do during your reflection day today? So that's when I'm gonna say something like, I went through my scores, I had to respond to you in the entrepreneur discussion, I did have to make some changes to Beatrice's budgeting vocabulary, everything else was fine, okay? Then what are you proud of? It could be, oh man, I finally understand fixed rates, okay? What's something you hope to improve for next week? So maybe you rushed through things, maybe you've learned that I need to slow down and really take my time for my work next week, or maybe it's that next week I'm gonna do all of my math on a scratch sheet of paper instead of trying to do it in my head. You need to come up with something. No one is perfect. We are all learning here. We all have things we can improve for next week. Me too, like making sure your modules aren't hidden, okay? And then what's something that happened this week that you hope you remember when you're 30? Okay, that can be school related or non-school related. I don't care either way, though budgeting is a great thing that I hope you remember when you're 30, okay? And then when you're finished, you're not going to push the blue button and share it with me. This blue button would be there to share if I didn't own it. You'll click the blue button. Then when you click the blue button, you are going to click, there's a spot where it says get shareable link, copy the link, and then paste it in the discussion board, okay? So when you go back to Friday, which apparently I'm not going back to Friday because my computer is totally frozen. There we go. Ooh, government computers. We're waiting on my computer, okay? So when you go back to your lesson, which your lessons should still be there, no problem, and you go to that discussion board, you're gonna paste your link for your Google Doc in the discussion board. Make sure your name's in the title. You guys have gotten really, really good at that. And then you're done for the day. Now, this week, it's a practice run. Some of you didn't put a lot of work into your work, which means you're gonna have a lot of work to do on Friday. If you took your time, you read all of the directions, you took your quizzes until you got 100, guess what? Friday rolls around, you've got hundreds across the board, and all you have to do is reflection questions. So people that take their time during the week, they might be finished on Friday in 15 minutes. People who don't take their time during the week, you might be here for a while. Next week on Friday, your reflections are how I'm taking grades. So say you got a 40 on your math assignment next week that I was going to take for a grade, and then Friday rolls around and you do your reflection and you improve your score and you get a 90, I'm going to give you a 90, okay? This is like unlimited opportunities to get as high of a score as you possibly can. Don't waste it. Use tomorrow as a good practice doing this, and then start fresh Monday. Set a good tone on Monday, do your work well, and then Friday will be easy. If you have any questions, we are meeting at 10 o'clock. Please, please, please let me know if I can help you. All right? Have a good day, and I'll see you soon.